Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und Hallo zu einem weiteren Part Let's Play Fake Order. Ich bin es Simofix. Wir stecken hier nun im Finale des Christmas Events. Wir sind in der Finalrunde und beim letzten Mal haben wir hier Vitra, in die Ecke gedrängt, so könnte man das sagen. Doch das hat uns nicht allzu viel gebracht, denn sie hat uns mit hier ihrer überwältigenden göttlichen Präsenz hier fertig gemacht. Wir konnten gerade mal noch so fliehen. Dank der Hilfe von Arjuna, der irgendetwas weiß über sie und ein Pakt mit ihr eingegangen ist, dass wir ihr irgendwas übergeben. Was das ist und ob wir eine Chance doch noch haben, die Drachendame zu besiegen, finden wir Get Claus, Puff Santa Claus, Stacker Christmas, Final Round, Santa Claus Gift heraus. Und nun hoffen wir mal, liebe Leute, dass Arjuna uns hier mal erzählt, was wirklich mit der Drachendame los ist. I have to keep moving. I need to be faster. I need to be sharper. Empty your mind. Become a pure warrior like you used to be. Think back to when you all cared about was getting stronger. But then, this isn't the time anymore. Really, things are much better now. There's no caste system here holding me back. Custom. Holding back. No one looking down on me in this day and from being different. But strangely enough, I can also sense a new kind of resentment inside me. Maybe it's because I know exactly when my next battle is coming. Santa peaks all too quickly. Once Christmas ends, he just isn't needed anymore. So I have to get stronger. And I have to do it as soon as possible. Das hört sich irgendwann nicht an, als würde so auf der Stelle tut so Schattenboxen machen auf der Stelle. Es hört sich aber mehr so an, als würde man im Wischmopp irgendwas putzen. My heart keeps fluttering. I can't seem to stay focused. I have to keep moving, or I might just go crazy. I know why I feel like this. It's all because of what he told me yesterday. That was pathetic, Karma. What did you say? It's clear you still have no idea why you weren't able to do so much as scratch Vitra. For someone supposedly more devoted to learning and growing than usual, you failed to change it all. That's why you haven't been able to become a true Santa Claus. What do you know about Santa? Not much, I admit, but I do at least know this. The idea that they're a hero of benefication. A man who desired nothing for himself and would gladly give away all he knows if asked can become Santa Claus is pure fantasy. You need to go beyond that to truly become Santa Claus, and you'll never get there as you are now. Kein Santa-Effektor? Boom, 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 boom. Arjuna ist immer so gemein. Well, here goes nothing. Carter, got a minute? Oh, Master, of course. Hope you don't mind if I try and while we talk. What's up? Well, you look like you were still upset about what Arjuna said yesterday, so... Do you know what he was talking about, Master? Unfortunately, I don't. I'm sure he was mocking me for being a pure excuse for Santa, but I also don't think that's all there was to it. That's not what it looked to me. I would normally never even think of asking you to do this, Master, but I'm afraid you're the only one I can trust with it. I meant every word I said to Kana. I truly do think he's been an idiot and a failure as Santa. But under these circumstances, I can't just leave it at that. So I know it's presumptuous of me to even ask, do you think you could check on him for me, Master? If he still hasn't figured it out, then I'll take responsibility for this and go defeat Vitra myself. I swear to my father Indra. Maybe he meant there's something besides of a lack of training that's stopping me from becoming a true Santa. Der Bart, liebe Leute, der Bart und die Wampe. But if there's, I don't know what it could be. Why is being a hero of benefication alone not enough? I've watched the other Santa Clauses and I thought I knew what I had to do. Santa is supposed to deliver presents and rule Christmas as the strongest warrior, right? Yeah. Master, you've known the other Santa Clauses for a long time. Can you think of anything they have that I don't? If you can please tell me, maybe it'll help me find the answer I need. Well, in your case? You seem like you've been so focused on giving out gifts that you haven't been enjoying yourself much. All the other Santas took the duty seriously too, but they also took time to have fun. Naja, Santa Alter und Mini Jolter sehen eigentlich nicht so danach aus. I see, so Santa Claus also needs fun and joy. A gift he gives not just to others, but also to himself. Of course, anyone who can't even give himself a present could never hope to give them to children around the world. The very idea of such a person claiming to be Santa is ridiculous. Now I see, so that is what Arjuna meant. However, I don't find any joy in serving as Santa. All I have is my desire to be strong, to be a true Santa. Then why not make that your gift? Impossible. I don't have that in my sack. I have to be a true Santa before I could give that gift. Hey, there's no rule that says Santa can't receive gift as well as give them. I see. For my own present, my own benefication, I can give myself the gift of wanting to learn and grow. And to do that, I also need to allow myself to receive benefication from others. If there's something my sack of presents is missing, I should have just asked others for it. Basically, I think you might have been going about your duties a little too stoically so far. You're right. I thought being Santa was something I'd do on my own. But what I really want is the strength to become someone else, like I did when I was studying under Drona. Aswatthama, Duryodhana, Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna. Some of them were enemies, but I never have become as strong as if it wasn't for them. So maybe I should do the same thing now. If I can't do this all on my own, I should probably ask for help. Help from someone who may be able to make me stronger. Hey, I depend on others' help all the time. Ich bin ja auch nur da wegen meines guten Aussehens und nicht wegen meiner Kampfkraft. Ihr versteht mich. So, that's why I've changed my mind. My goal is still to become a true Santa, but now I'm not going to avoid things that will help me to reach the goal. From now on, I'm not only giving to deliver presents, I'm also going to accept them. That's why here now. Sounds good to me. Believe me, if there's any way we can help, we're happy to do it. I feel the same way. I'm happy to keep supporting you as best I can from here. So, what exactly do you need from us? What I need is to defeat Ritra. Will you lend me your power so I can achieve that? Of course! I've already got another Dragon Slayer lined up, so all you have to do is say the word. Let's see, there's Siegfried, who still hasn't had a chance to shine, and there's also... No, that won't be necessary. I remember something important, something Arjuna must have realized too. If we're going to defeat Ritra now, that he has the power of the Holy Grail, we're going to need a plan of our own. So instead of a Dragon Slayer, I'd like you to call on... Oh, Siegfried bekommt nicht sehr Schuss. Was? You do know half us only read stories about dragons, right? We don't actually go and hunt them. By my specialty in non-fiction, I might consider research that less exciting than fighting dragons, but unfortunately for you, I read fairy tales. But alright, fine. I just hope I don't end up as an alpha-sized snake. A dragon? That sounds absolutely dreadful. Are you sure I'm not going to die? Those are the two of you wanting help. Ja, Leute, ich kann aber lesen. Those are the two you want helping you? That's right. Though I also need help from more combat-focused servants as well. and allow me to accompany you until the very end. As one guiding this journey, I am responsible for seeing it through to completion. The other me entrusted me with eradicating evil on this mission, and I have not yet finished doing so. Of course I will be there to wield my purging sword. Unfortunately, our destination isn't set on a clue singularity anymore. So, we only have the usual range of restriction to worry about. That said, our resources are still limited. So, we do have to consider how many we can afford to send and how well they work together. In this case, Morrison and Silmeria. Are you sure this is the team you want? I'm sure. I doubt that Junior will come along. Even if he does, it won't be until he sees how I do in this battle. But then, why would he send his altar along instead? It can't possibly be to help me. There must be some other reason. Alright, let's get this briefing started. Connor, there are a few questions we'd like to ask you. I see, you're right. It certainly does seem like it could work. Alright, then, if everyone's ready, it's time to head to the Himalayas and make Vitra give back Aaron's present. Keiner klaut mein Weihnachtsgeschenk! Es gibt Grenzen, liebe Leute. Es gibt einfach derbe Grenzen, die man nicht überschreiten darf. So. Next up. Wer hätte es gedacht, dass wir gegen Vitra kämpfen? Was? Wir kämpfen gegen Vitra? So, und dann... Dann machen wir die. Und dann machen wir ein bisschen Snake versus... versus... Aber... Nee, wir machen schon. Snake versus Dragon. Liebe Leute, ich bin im Snake Club. Snake! Huh. When are they going to get here? I'm so bored. Hätte sich ja nicht immer mal verstecken sollen. Hurry up! I'm so tired of waiting. Master, is that an evil dragon rolling around in the snow? Yep. So I finally come. Why are you looking at me like that? I wasn't doing anything strange. I like being clean, so I was just using the snow to bath. You should try it sometime. It's very refreshing. Well, at least we know she doesn't hibernate. I see. The godlike one who bears the face of Indra child is here, but I don't see the child himself. And after I went out of my way to honor his request and wait before killing you. Does this mean you know what it is I truly want to then? No. We are only here to defeat you once and for all. Well, no matter. So I take it that means you found a way to defeat me, even though I've gotten used to this Holy Grail thing's power. Her magic energy is incredible. I can already tell they'll never be able to get past their defenses just by fighting like they usually do, but... I know the secret to why our attacks didn't reach you. Is that the Holy Grail power drew out the protection you possessed in your legend. You may not have had it when you first materialized, but I'm sure the Holy Grail changed that. After all, that protection was something you always possessed. One of your stories says you formed a contract with the gods that said you could never be slain during the day or night by weapons of wood or stone or by anything wet and dry. Of course, some people say that story actually originated with the demon Namuki, even though they are frequently treated as the same being. Now we know it wasn't simply some defensive power or magic energy barrier that stopped our attacks from reaching you. It is because of a trait ascribed to you in the myth, which means we have ways to get around. Kiki, so new about my contract with the gods. Well, that's alright. After all, surely you don't still think you can defeat me with your fist alone, do you? True, my sword had no effect on you, but Sakana and Sabia's fist did, at least by comparison. I understand now the reason for that is they were weapons that were neither wood or stone, neither wet nor dry. Of course, we haven't forgotten that their attacks never quite reached you. Was steht mit stehen eigentlich auch Lichtblitze, Laser drauf, die Arjuna feuert? Which is why we've gone further today. Wir schicken Hans an die Front. Der hätte sie in einem Fistkampf besiegen müssen. We've recreated the same circumstances that enabled him to defeat you, even bound by your contract. First, he chose to fight you at twilight, which is neither night nor day. And second, he killed you with something that was neither wet nor dry, foam. I do think this goes that could use a little more foreshadowing, but I can't deny the fantastical leaps of logic can sometimes be quite engaging for readers. The very idea of fighting a dragon myself is too terrible to consider, but if this is really all you need from me, I should be able to manage it. I'm no Shakespeare, but wrap me up, guys. Up in form should be pretty easy, especially since I won't have to do any editing passes. Enchant, God, take all the tragic form you need. Allow me to tell you a story. The Queen of Serpents once said, if I am to be boiled in a pot collected, the first layer of foam that spreads up in the water or in the bottle, and drink the second layer yourself. So we're going to do the same thing and defeat you with form. You form is something that is neither a weapon, nor wet, nor dry. Could you apply some to my sword as well? It may not work as well as it does on the fists, but I'm certain it will still be helpful. It doesn't matter what form the sword purging takes. All that matters is that the evil is eradicated. Excellent, that's more like it. Maybe you really will be able to grant my wish after all. Go on then, let me hear your agony screams, your pitiful sobs, let me watch you struggle and fail, like the insignificant little specks you are. And as sure as others from enchantments have been applied to everyone's in the front line. Everything's ready, Master. Come on, guys. It's time to take back everyone's presents. So, dieses Jahr ist keine Zeit für Grampus. Und mit der Kraft des Schaums werden wir gewinnen, liebe Leute. Das hört sich nicht so eindrucksvoll an, wie ich es mir gewünscht hätte. Aber okay, so oder so, wir werden da schon irgendwie durchkommen. Und ich gehe langsam davon aus, dass ihr Wunsch im Endeffekt es ist, dass sie besiegt wird. So, for Protection. Also, dann machen wir Snake Moves, oder? Fick Snake Moves. Wer will? Ach, machen wir es gerade. Why not? So, das sind alle deine Snake Monster. Muss aber so noch ein bisschen mehr kommen. Komm, hau raus. Da ist unsere Regendame hier. So, und ihr seht, ihre Protection ist aus. Das heißt... Ich habe jetzt auf dem ersten Skill-Ziel gemacht. Wieso? Gute Frage. So, more Snake Damage! Leute, ich sag's immer wieder. Snakes over Dragons. Ich habe es gesagt, liebe Leute. Da sehen wir die meine Snakes. So, weiter. Hat schon keine Lust mehr. Hat schon aufgegeben, Mann. Ich sag ja. Sie hat die Snake Supremacy, hat sie definitiv hier akzeptiert. Wer könnte es anders machen, wenn man Ibuki sieht? Die hat einfach 5 so groß ist wie alle andere. Ach Leute, Mann, da hätte ich jetzt sehr gerne einen Ivan in der Freundesliste, weil ich hätte gerne mal Ibuki und Ivan so Comparison gesehen. Naja, so, dann, liebe Leute, ist es nur an der Zeit, mit der finalen Begegnung hier zu starten. Und ich denke, es wird wieder sein. Ist so doof, dass wir davor nicht Party verteidigen hatten. Ich weiß, es ist klar, dass Vitra das ist. It's working. We have the advantage. Give it up. Don't give her a chance to recover. Fire dragons originated from sin. Ascalon! We've got you pinned in the corner. Now we're going to put you down for the count. 1, 2! Ah, sie steht noch. Huh. I feel that one under my scales. The blow was not as deep as I would have liked, but it was enough to throw her off balance. Now finish off! Huh? What are you doing, Arjuna? I thought something felt strange. Now that I wield somewhat culpa sword of recursion, I meant to eradicate all evil. Its blade has come into contact with this being's very life. I understand now. Master, I need you to tell something. This dragon is not evil. She's not? But all of Vitra's legend describe her as an evil dragon. And isn't that what she's done with this year's Christmas presents incredibly evil? Maybe it's just an indication that she's not entirely evil after all. What do you think, Maxie? Given that you don't exactly seem shocked here. Ich meine, Leute, sie hat sich im Schnee gefühlt. I'm guessing you already heard what's going on from Arjuna. I should have known you figured it out, Da Vinci. Ach, Arjuna hat das hat der Master schon gesagt. Ah. Ich glaube, ihr war das Geschenk ist nur, dass sie herausgefordert wird. Let me just say this. Vitra is said to be an evil dragon, but in one sense she's also just a natural phenomenon. She's the incarnation of obstacle for humanity, a being whose purpose is to dam up the world. Let me be as clear as I can about this, Master. As far as humans are concerned, Vitra is both obstacle and a trial, no more no less. As the legends say, she was responsible for numerous wit-spreading fruit, and each time Indra killed her. But I won't think she caused those droughts with the goal of eradicating humanity. While she did cause them great distress, she also met her and at Indra's hand, almost like she was fated to do so. This is only a conjecture on my part, but arrogant as she may be, I think she's only giving us humans and gods alike obstacles to test us. That is where her true objective lies. At least that's what I think. What is the true objective, you ask? Respectfully, Master. You have seen enough yourself that I'm sure you can figure it out on your own. So did you, Master, figure out what Vitra's true objective is, I mean? Given how she acted so far, I think so. Vitra, do you? Sie will besiegt werden, oder? Do you like seeing humans and God work hard to overcome adversity? Yes, I do. I love seeing both weak, insignificant humans and proud, arrogant gods struggle, persevere, wail, and ultimately rise up to prevail over any obstacle they have to overcome. It makes my scales quiver in excitement. Think about it, humans are tiny and weak and live for barely an instant, right? And gods are powerful and promise us hell, right? So, what could possibly be more entertaining than seeing them huffing, puffing, and working themselves to the bone to take back something I've blocked off? Of course, the best part is the moment when they finally manage to overcome whatever obstacle was in the way. There wouldn't be any point if they weren't to simply give up and walk away. No, I want to see a lot strong in despair before finally rising up to the challenge. And I gladly bear that obstacle myself at times, as I have to do it if it means getting to see that. Not even death can stop me. I'll keep coming back to life over and over to stand in your way. Well, she's definitely a huge sadist. Not that we didn't already know that. But I guess that means she also has a masochist streak, since she wants the people she torments to overcome her. Seems like a fetish only gods, demons and other invincible beings can really participate in. Alright, understand why she's been doing all this now, but don't worry, her actions still qualify as evil. That might actually not be so easy to answer. It really depends on how you define evil. If we just symbolize natural cycles, like water growing scarce before becoming plentiful, then the question is one of whether the cycles themselves are seen as evil. Humans might think of a drought as evil, but that's not necessarily true for the world as a whole. It's just another natural system. Maybe that's why Junalter doesn't consider things like that to be evil. I guess here could be other reasons to be said. She's not evil, but who knows? He's not exactly chatty. Yeah, now that I think about it, I do get the sense there's at least one other less obvious reason. Something we still don't know that gets to the heart of who Vitra really is. Be that as may be, she's still tainted with sin. Evil or not, the fact remains that she must be defeated. That is simply what it means to be a dragon. That's right. Whatever your intentions, what you're doing here is still wrong. And what I need to do hasn't changed. Yes, that's right. I don't care whether I'm evil or even whether I'm a dragon. I'm just me, and I'm not about to hold back now. I want to see your tiny ear beings put everything you have into defeating me. I want to see you really struggle. And that can only happen when you're fighting at me at my full power. Taking a dive would suck all the fun out of it. Well, I'll be damned. You almost sound as if you have written some serialist fiction yourself. Diary speaking. A good author should try to pit their protagonist against the strongest enemy they can think of. The more hopeless their prospects of victory seem, the better. Then you leave people wondering how they would ever overcome such a foe. However, you square the circle. There's nothing more dramatic than having your two protagonists triumph over seemingly impossible odds. Though, of course, if you can pull that off convincingly, you just need to up with a book that's barely worth the paper it's printed on. That is not an option. I want something entertaining. I want to see something truly wonderful. I want you to defeat me and see your weeping tears of joy when you reclaim what you desired. So what are you waiting for? If you're hoping I surrender, you haven't been paying attention. The only way of you getting your presents back is by prying them out of my talents. You're right. It doesn't matter whether you're evil or not. I have to defeat you, so I will. As both as your Santa Claus and Magiers servant. My job is to win this battle with a decisive KO. This may no longer be the age of gods, and you may not have stolen our water. But with these fists, I'm going to prove that humans are just as capable as overcoming your obstacle as ever. Okay, liebe Leute, dann ist es nun an der Zeit, Vita endgültig Platz zu machen. Doch bevor wir dieses Unterfangen beginnen, machen wir einen kleinen Cut und beim nächsten Mal geht es dann hier los mit dem Grande Finale des Christmas Events. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.